days. Let your problems dissipate, 'cause I'm chill out. Let those worries leave your mind a bit chill out. Just unwind and have a good time.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy T.
Yeah, it's your man B.
You on the ride up?
What's going on?
Hey man, on my way home from work.
Right.
It's a funny turn of events, man. You know, I went from us pre-recording and talking about how I was excited to be, you know what I'm saying, leaving from work that I didn't have a couple of days ago, to now sending that email to my bosses, telling them that I'm gonna have to tap out. I'm gonna have to call it a day. I had to, you know what I'm saying, I'm about to quarantine myself. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Right.
so it's weird how I got to this place. This might be a tangent. I'm not sure. So before I
Okay.
go on my tangent, I want to say this is what, episode 23?
That's episode 23. And we've
Episode
had a couple of false starts.
the
Yeah.
MJ episodes, what I like to call it, the MJ episode. You know, I like to sports correlate my episodic numbers. But
Absolutely.
and it's the season finale.
Yeah.
Because we are we're gonna be jumping into a new merger, starting season 2, episode uno.
Right.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So Brian's gonna get into all that real quick, but before we get into that, let me get this off my chest.
Yeah, go in, man.
If you know me, you know I'm a very prideful person. You know, I'm all about work ethic and working hard, and you know, I'm blue collar as it gets. You know, I could if you teach me how to do something, that's my trade. You know, and I've been working, I'm saying, for a living since I was 17 years old, helping my mom pay rent, helping taking care of my sister. You know, being tired of seeing all my friends, you know, have nice things and going to nice places, and I wanted to be a part of it, but I didn't want to be a drug dealer, because selling weed don't make you no money, and selling crack ruins your community. So I had to make a tough decision to say, nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get this 9 to 5, right? So I've been doing this for 20 years, man, just working hard. And last week on Friday night, or no, it was it was Saturday morning. I was getting ready to getting ready for work, and I got a phone call. At the time, all of the hourly employees had already been taken off the schedule. We were only going with just salary managers running the day-to-day operations. And then they gave me a phone call and telling me that they were going to have to put me on temporary leave, or temporary termination, or whatever term people like to use. You know, to say I still got a job, but I ain't working right now. I ain't getting paid. Whatever that term is, whatever fits, that's what they gave me.
Right.
You know, I had the option of using my leave on my vacation time, so I can get that last little bit of regular pay, and then file for unemployment or whatever. And being as though everything's so much in the air, I was like, I'm not going to use my vacation time, because I still want my vacation time. You know, I've already paid for vacation, so I want to have the time to do it. But I was really resigned to, getting another job. But when it happened, man, I cried like a baby for like 5 minutes, because, I bear so much, I'm saying, on my shoulders. You know, I saw what it was. I know what it's like seeing my mom be the one who had to provide, knowing my father, I'm saying, was breathing, knowing that there were men in her life that were breathing, who had healthy feet and knees and legs and arms and a brain, but my mom was the one grinding. My son won't know that. Like, don't get it twisted. Lucy gonna put in the work. She may bitch and moan, but she gonna put in the work. right?
Right.
But my job as his father is to make sure that he sees a man grinding for him. That's my motivation when I wake up every morning. When I deal with bullshit, it's for him. You know, like I will be my son's role model. It won't be no rapper, no wide receiver, no point guard, no boxer, none of that shit. I'm gonna be my son's role model. That's my goal. That's my responsibility. So when I don't have a livelihood, even if it's temporary, you know, it hurt, right? So a few days later, they give me a phone call. My job, that is, they give me a phone call saying, "Hey, they had made a clerical error that I was listed on the wrong under the wrong. I was listed wrong, so that my job was actually available for me to come back, but everybody that was working was now at half pay, and if I was willing to work half pay, then I could come back to work." And you know, I was like, absolutely. I hopped straight to it, right?
Right.
You know, caution in the wind. I'm going to work. You know, I didn't, you know, and that's just, it wasn't even thought at the time. And, you know, so I'll go back on Tuesday. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm 4 days in. And now we're doing deliveries now. And we're expanding upon like the people we come across. Now they would have me going to another location. And I have, you know, one thing, okay, like I said, I told you this would be a tangent, right?
Right. No, you got
it. I've been dealing with asthma my entire life. For the majority of my life, it's been managed very well. But if you know anybody with asthma, you know how it can strike at any moment, and you're at the mercy of, you know, time and medicine.
Right.
And I know I have asthma, but what people don't understand, like I can't speak for everybody with asthma. I can only speak for me. Only speak for me. My pride, the chip on my shoulder, it makes me say I don't like it. Like, and you know, to be candid, fuck asthma, right?
Right.
You know, fuck asthma. It's not gonna stop me from, you know what I'm saying, playing sports. I'm a ball. I'm a hoop. I played all the sports. I boxed. I fought. Like, it didn't stop me from doing strenuous activities. Now, I'm responsible when I'm doing it, so I pace myself. There's times when I go overboard and I get a little winded, or what, or, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot. But for the most part, you know, most sports are like 10 seconds at a time anyway. So it's not like it's a constant thing. The only one I wouldn't play is soccer. I had no interest in playing it anyway. So in the back of my mind, I'm thinking my asthma's good. But, you know, my cousin DJ, one thing about DJ is, you know, we all go back and forth about rationale and ideology, decision making, or whatnot. One thing I can say about DJ is he's like me when it comes to giving out sound advice. But the problem that people who give sound advice have a lot of times is that when you're good at giving advice, it makes it harder to give advice because you're so good at rationalizing your own decisions.
Right.
So, you know, I made a decision to go to work. I made a decision to be out in public. But DJ was like, nah, I'm not chancing it. Money ain't worth it. Damn rent, damn anything that's financially driven, I'm not risking my life. And you know, I went, because I'm analytical, I went back and forth with him, just laying things out like, bro, this is why I'm gonna do this. I'm not doing this as an obligation to any workforce. It's not about the people who I'm working for. I appreciate the opportunity to earn a living, but it's about me and my family. But you know, it sat with me, and you know, I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know, I could probably go a month or two, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
struggling without any money coming in or less money coming in, and get it and figure it out, right? So
Mm-hmm.
why the fuck am I doing this? And you know, it really, you know, and the sad part is sometimes it takes people who you know to go through it, right? Some people who you care about to go through shit to wake you up. You know, like my cousin Tamika died from a heart attack at 37. That shit made me feel mortal. It really made me recognize my own mortality. That my
Right.
healthy cousin that's only a year older than me dies from a heart attack out of nowhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm you know listening to Scarface tell his horrific, you know what I'm saying, battle with COVID-19, and it wasn't and this was on top of another so I don't know, I can't remember the person, it'll come to me in a second. He's actually a athlete and healthy,
Right.
no previous respiratory issues, and he had a battle for his life. And I
Right.
started asking myself, like, I gamble when I go to Vegas, but I don't lose my life savings when I go. I lose money, but I don't lose my life savings because I'm smart enough to know when to walk away from the table. So how can I not be smart enough to know when to walk away with my fucking life?
Right.
And it's like, you know what the fuck am I thinking? I was just in the hospital a little over a year ago for about a week from a respiratory infection. because
Mm-hmm.
because when I get a cold, when I get sick, it like immediately, like when I'm, I guess the part of the healing process, it ends up triggering my asthma, and now
Mm-hmm.
I'm fighting another battle. I fight the cold or the flu, and now I'm fighting this asthma attack,
Right.
and I'm thinking like, what are my chances of fighting this fucking COVID-19 when it's killed fucking thousands of people already?
Mm-hmm.
What's what makes me special enough to never get it when the numbers are rising? It isn't they didn't say, oh, this who had it and now it's over. The number is rising and they don't know when it's going to stop rising. Like, experts can't give you a definitive answer. And that ain't my field. So it's like, you know what? I'm sending an email and I'm letting them know I'm going to wrap it up. And I'm probably going to tell Lucy she need to wrap it up too. Because if she's outside every day, you know, then that raises the chances that she gets it. And if
Right.
she gets it, it's just like me still going to work. So it's
Right.
pointless for me to not go to work, and she's still going to work.
Exactly. Yeah.
So now I'll just have to battle with us driving each other crazy in the house all goddamn day long with a fucking terrible 2-year-old.
Right.
Right?
All right. Yeah. No, that's a whole thing. It's a whole other
But
thing.
you know, and the thing about it is, Brian, I think I have the full support of Lucy stepping away. And when I sort of mentioned possibly stepping away to my director of operations, you know, it's like I didn't get a sense of understanding. They
Mm-hmm.
weren't like, they didn't, that I didn't get a negative answer or anything like that, but it was more so, okay, just let me know. So
Right.
I can't speak on how this will be looked upon, but I will say this. If when it's all said and done, if I don't feel like I've had the support of my employer, I will walk away, and I won't walk away quietly. Like, I'll leave, I'll go to get another job, but I will uh voice my opinion on you know what, to be honest, I'll do it both ways. If if they support this and I get to come back and, you know what I'm saying, there's no problems, you know what I'm saying, open arms when this is all said and done, then I will make sure I will sing their praises. But if this goes negatively against me, as if like I'm some type of pussy or something like that, like I'm a sucker, like one thing it's one of the things you're not gonna do is you're not gonna play me for a sucker.
Right.
Be you to know me for 20.
Nah.
I ain't never been nobody's sucker.
Never.
So I'm not going to put no negative energy or anything in the air, but I'll fair warning that that's the type of shit I'm gonna be on, B.
No, I got you. I hear you. Like people aren't gonna take it serious until people start really until it's not gonna be it's gonna be out of hand. But when people are gonna take it really seriously.
And you know what made it worse? It's like it's when this last 2 weeks going to work, it's literally been me waking up early in the morning, getting in the car, taking my son to my sister's or my mother's house, and then going to work. And the only people I see are other people going to work. Then I get to work and I'm in there from 10 o'clock in the morning to like 9:30, 10:30 at night. And then I'm going home. And the only people I see are my coworkers and guests coming in to pick up food, delivery drivers picking up food.
Right.
But today, being the primary delivery driver, because we started doing deliveries, and as I'm doing deliveries, I'm seeing all of these people just out and about, walking their dogs, riding bikes, jogging, just being out in the public like this shit ain't for real. And it's like, yo, fuck all that. If these people are careless enough to just act like this shit ain't happening, I have no choice but to pack it up. Because these people who gonna bring this shit to me, because they just dilly-dallying like it ain't for real.
Right.
Like we had our moment to say, oh, this is bull, this is propaganda. That was 2 weeks ago. We are so far beyond that now. Like, yo, like seriously. If you going listen, I get it. You gotta exercise. You gotta try to do certain things, right? All right. Well, then organize that shit. You got a community, right? You got a board where you can talk to people. Hey guys, listen. I know you guys want to walk a dog. I know you guys want to do this. Well, how about this? Let's schedule who's going to walk a dog and when. Who's going to go for their jogs and when? You going to jog at 2:30. So you can at least respect the social distancing aspect of it. Okay, if you don't want to quarantine, fine. But you still have to respect the social distancing because you need at least 6 feet. These people don't give a fuck, Brian.
Right.
And I'm not going to make it a race thing. Why? Because I'm not in the city. I'm not in the hood. So I can't. So I live in the hood. So when I come home, it's at nighttime. So that means nobody's outside. When I leave to go to work, it's morning. So that means there's nobody outside. So I don't know if black folk are just out and about like it's a game.
Oh man, bro.
but where I work, in the areas that I was doing deliveries, those ain't black. That's not black folk.
Nah. I mean, where you at now? It's not. I can say that I was leaving work, and the thing about my job is like there's security's there and housekeeping there, so the cleaners or whatever, and it's just me. As far as my staff, or I guess whatever, I'm a supervisor. But so it's just me, and me and my manager has been rotating, so it's easy for me to rationalize, still working and going out and doing that because I can really limit how how many people I actually get within even 10 feet of me. So like your position is like really appreciated. Like I understand it, man. It's a tough call. As a man, obviously, I haven't, it's a tough call just to even, you know, have it can run across your mind and something this serious. Like we gotta take it seriously. Like regardless of how you feel, what it is, and then, like first and foremost, wash your hands, keep your hands off your face, 6 feet from people, and stay in the house if you can. Second, like load up on that vitamin C. Load up on everything that helps your immune system. And then thirdly, like don't be around, yeah, exactly. Just don't be around people. Like, and if you can't do that safely at your job, they should respect that. You know what I mean? That we gotta just sit. We gotta sit for a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm trying to, like, we've never been through something like this before. Last thing that's done something similar to this in this country was 100 years ago. So none of us really know, what to expect, what's to come, what to do next. The government's not really, in the best of hands. They're trying. It's too little, too late at this point. The leadership's already kicked a snowball down Mount Everest, and so we got to do what we got to do. And I'm my bad. I'm lacking on energy. I've kind of it's these days are running in together, man, and it's crazy because I'm working from home one day, going in the next day for 4 or 5 hours, and coming back and whatever.
Here's another. Funny you said that. Here's another piece to this puzzle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that affects you being healthy or not is
sleep.
Is sleep, right?
Right.
When you're working every day from 10 to 9, 10 o'clock at night, and I was on day 4, still had to work Saturday and Sunday. That'd have been 6 days. I wasn't scheduled for an off day until Thursday. So that'd have been 9 days straight working. Now, there are slow periods in the day where, you might chill or rest for a second, but it's still
that's not sleep.
Out and about. It's not sleep. It's not rejuvenation. It's just rest. Right? That also weakens your immune system, make you more prone to catch some shit.
That's also true. Absolutely. Like, yeah, you talk about not being in the hood and people not in the hood, not social distancing, people walking their dogs and all that. Yeah. I'm on New York Avenue, passing North Capitol Street. If you know what that corner is, you know what, it's not gentrified. Let me just say that. And then, but the homies, everybody, old heads, the OGs out there, yucking it up, shooting this shit like it ain't nothing. So I'm like, bruh, there's like 30 bounds out there.
Probably didn't want to assume it's a racial thing.
No, it's not, and it's not. It's just people that haven't been touched yet. So it's kind of like once it starts touching people for real. And I'm gonna just say this, like, to black folk, the hospitals do not treat you like they treat other people. Understand this. You're not a priority already. So once you come in a already stressed hospital system, healthcare system, understand that that's not the where you want to be as a person, in protecting yourself. So I would say protect yourself at all costs. Black folk, especially, protect yourself at all costs. This healthcare system does not love you, and it will reject you at any given point if they see fit. You know what I mean? So, like, please take care of yourselves. Like, that's all. I mean, you can't really. I can't stress that enough. Like, they don't care about our health. they care about it as much as they, the bottom line is. And if it's not going to protect them, They're not going to protect you. So you got to protect yourself at the end of the day.
I got a different angle. If you out here reckless, just like any other thing in life, any other situation in life, if you out here reckless, do me a favor. Stay the fuck from around me. Don't bring your hot ass around me.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, all right, we got, all right. It's tough to move on from that because it's like invaded everything. Yeah. Like there's nothing that hasn't been touched. People's finances, trying to buy a crib, but I can't like justify myself like going outside and looking for this, whatever. And
same boat.
People, and it's like
same boat.
I can't justify even putting the bread up because who knows what I'm gonna have to do, next month.
Yep.
So it's kind of like
we both have moves scheduled.
Yeah, it's just a bunch. On vacation, I want to be with my partners in June, but who knows what's going to happen in June? We'll see what Florida is going to happen. You know what I mean? What's happening in Florida? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's just a lot. But
no, the good thing is, COVID-19, this pandemic hasn't stopped everything.
No.
They stop us from glowing up, though.
Absolutely not. You know what I mean? Look, absolutely not. You know what I mean? Like this, we had some good news. We had some good news 2 weeks ago. My man, this is episode 23, but this is the first episode we're going to be introducing ourselves to the Cook Up Radio. What up? It's my man Burns platform, 24/7 radio platform.
Hey,
you know what I mean? And he invited us a couple weeks ago to drop off the episodes to him. And this is the first episode that's going to be on there, episode 23, the MJ episode. But now, next week we're going to start season 2, episode 1, and we're gonna invite South Jersey and DC, Maryland, Virginia, to come together and listen to sports, mental health, music. We cover the gamut. The Cook Up Radio is music. It's hip hop. It's battle rap, talk. It's a rack of things going on up there, and we're looking forward to it, man. Burns, my brother, been around for 20 years. Whole South Jersey. Even my man Chris down in Florida. My man Ant over there in Virginia. Yeah, man, we're gonna do it like that. Blizz, my bad. Yeah, everybody. But yeah, it was a good. He's reaching back as a brother. He has, he's saying we got some good things going on. I'm seeing some good things going on up there, and we're gonna extend ourselves too. You know what I mean, and help each other and lift each other up. And especially in these times, it's crazy going on. But yeah, man, we were excited. We're excited for this.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. I feel like this is just, we've been hitting milestones since we started it back popping, man. Hitting milestones. We out here doing a little bit of something.
Yeah, we almost at 2,000 listens. We've been back at it for 6-7 months now. So yeah, man, let's reintroduce ourselves a little bit. We jumped into it. We had some real life stuff to get to, but yeah, man, this podcast isn't new to us. Like we was on Blog Talk Radio in 2012, 13, trying to, and we was making moves. We got a lot better, like speaking. We did the most, like 95% sports thing, but we've been branching out. We've done like top 10 Eddie movies. We've done comic, 90s comedy. During this on the Ride Up, featuring Anchor.fm, the host, and man, we looking forward to bringing it to the Cook Up Radio for real.
Yeah. So one of the things that we're gonna be doing going forward, occasionally,
right,
every now and then, we're gonna be playing a game called Either Or.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
So it's in its infancy. So I don't know if it'll be a off the top of the head, mid conversation, hitting with either or we will do a segment of either or. I don't know. I don't even know if it'll always be called either or. We might have a better name, a different name.
Right.
People might say, yo, that name is stupid. Who knows? I don't know. You know, but hey, you know,
hit us on Facebook, hit us on IG.
Yes.
On Twitter.
That's the thing. We want you to give us either ors. It can be outlandish. Listen, we do outlandish talk. We talk. Listen, if you know anything about us, you know we do more than just talk about sports. We talk about life. So you can hit us with the either or. For instance, you can ask me something like Mustangs or Ferraris. That's a layup, right?
Layup. Right.
I posted it and I was like, yo, send us some questions. Send us a couple either ors. And somebody hit me with on top or on bottom. That's what I'm talking about. Don't be afraid to ask stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
So I like to be on top. You feel me? Ask me those questions.
That's funny.
I don't like weak vagina. So if you weak, you gotta be on the bottom anyway. Only quality vagina is allowed to be on top. You need to know what you're doing. Which one is it for you, Brian? On top or on the bottom?
Oh man. It's neither.
What?
It's from behind. You gotta get on, you know what I mean?
No.
For me, being on I'm
it's an A or B.
Oh my God. Top. Be me. I gotta, do what I gotta do.
Perfect. Exactly, right?
And move.
So,
yeah.
So one thing that I've noticed is that the vets, the females that are vets, that get on top. I love that because that means that tells me they know how to get their rocks off.
I mean, definitely.
Listen, some chicks prefer the bottom because they know that they can just lay there and let their rocks get off too. But you want to get on top, it's because they know how to get their rocks off. That's like I know how to do this to get where I need to get, and that's perfect. That's perfect. We got all night with me, baby, so it's all good anyway.
Yeah. You got the blue pills over there. Okay, got you.
Oh, it's natural over here, baby.
I would say I'm gonna be shut down if I empty out the clip, bro.
That's the thing. Empty out the clip.
Yeah.
You gotta pace yourself, young man.
Yeah. That's me. Gotta pace myself. Not a young man no more. That's the problem.
All right. So so yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit Brian with a couple either ors.
Okay.
I'm gonna go across the board. It's not gonna be an easy pattern. I'm gonna see where he at with it.
Yeah, we had not discussed this, so let's we'll see how this works. Yeah, I'm in.
All right. Art Monk or Daryl Green?
Daryl Green.
Interesting.
I gotta see a lot more Daryl Green than we got to see Art Monk. Like I remember Art Monk going to the Jets, but I mean I remember him breaking that receiving title, but I don't remember. Like I know Daryl Green. Daryl Green was the best player on the team for 10 years in the 90s. You know what I mean? So
was he?
I mean Norv Turner era, yeah.
Okay.
Like, who was better in the Norv Turner era? Maybe Terry Allen at one point.
Consistent. I don't know if he was the best. He was the most consistent.
Best defender, like maybe Ken Harvey was better than at a point, but not consistently over time. I
mean, because once Champ came, he wasn't better than Champ.
I'm talking about from pre-90 2000. I'm talking about before, but right before, from 90 to 99. And when I'm thinking about Art Monk, I think about 89, 90, 91. I was just starting to get, familiar with just football, period, and then the Redskins. So,
okay, but was Art Monk not the best Redskin?
Yeah, he was a better player. Yeah, he was a better player. He put the numbers up because Darrell Green couldn't catch. If Darrell Green could catch, you probably have he'd be up there.
5'7".
Yeah, exactly. He was 5'7". I mean, he ran a 4.2 something. It's crazy, and he still ran it. He ran it at 40. He was 40 running a 4.2. It's nuts.
You know what? I love that because I'm a Redskins fan, just like you are. But we gotta stop talking about. We gotta stop saying it like it means something. Because a lot of these small, fast motherfuckers, they die small and fast.
That's okay. Okay.
Deion Sanders right now isn't small, but I bet you he's still fast. He may not. He may not run the 40 and a 4.2, 4.3, but I bet you if Deion Sanders got to stretch his hamstrings out, he'll probably still run faster than 85% of the cornerbacks in the NFL right now.
85, man, that's a lot, bro. That's a big number. That's
85. You really think so?
I mean, it's 4 cornerbacks.
Only 15% of the cornerbacks in the league really run a 40 under 4.5.
Right. No, I'm not going to disrespect it. Yeah, Deion can probably do something like that, 75, 80, 85. But he need ice for the the whole month after that. But yeah, I feel you.
Okay.
So yeah, that was. But I'm still going Darrell Green. Consistency. He was one. Well, only team Redskins. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay. Super Bowl against Denver or Super Bowl against the Bills?
Super Bowl against the Bills. That was.
Why?
I mean, that was the most vivid. You know what I mean? That was the first Super Bowl I ever really watched.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, yeah, I just sat, but like, I know I sat in front of the TV for that Super Bowl, but I remember clearly 91 and knowing who the players were, and I just watched them beat the Detroit Lions. I knew that they were, I mean, it was yeah. I knew more about that team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
What else you got?
91 Bulls or the 96 Bulls?
96 Bulls was the Sonics.
Yeah.
Them versus 91.
Just that roster. I mean, that roster, the 96, 97, 98 roster is pretty much the same, you know what I'm saying, starting five.
Yeah. No, he had a Kukoc, Rodman. Yeah. Shoot. As a team, or is like, I mean, it's hard. 96 Bulls won 70 games. That was it's tough to beat. 96. I gotta go 96.
Okay.
Scotty, Kukoc, Rodman, Ron Harper, even though his knees was bad, and of course MJ. MJ wasn't like, Air Jordan for real no more, but he was still better than everybody else. So it's crazy. Yes, 96. 96. That was the last one?
No, I got one more.
Okay.
At least one more.
All right. Okay.
All right. You get captured and tortured, and you have to choose between getting a big toe cut off or a thumb cut off.
Big toe or thumb? See, we So I'm gonna go with a toe. The reason I'm gonna go with a toe is because you don't see your foot in those sneakers 90% of the time. So I'm gonna go with the toe. I mean, I want all my fingers. Shout out to everybody that don't have their fingers. That's funny. That is funny. I had a couple either ors for you, honestly, but I wrote them down and I left them at my at the other crib. So now I'm trying to think of one, but that's funny. A capture. Okay. I got one. Terminator 2 or Terminator 1?
Terminator 2. Easy.
That's easy. That's way too
Easy.
I think we actually went over that. Let's see.
Well,
right.
You know what? Let me. It was easy because 80s babies are conditioned to rooting for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
In Terminator 1, it was the first time he was a bad guy.
Bad guy.
So naturally, I like Terminator 2 more. I like Terminator 1 because he was a good guy in Terminator 2.
I bet.
And that Terminator he was going against was a beast.
It was crazy. Yeah, Terminator 2 T2 is still holds up, and it's still a great movie. Just period. But all right, better franchise is it Die Hard or Fast and Furious?
What the? Oh my God! Yikes! I'm going to have to say, damn it! I'm going to say, I guess I'm gonna have to borrow your theory for Daryl Gray versus Art Monk. though Bruce Willis is like one of my top 5 favorite actors of all time, and Die Hard, okay, Die Hard 1, 3, and 4 are like 3 of my favorite movies, but I could do without 2. I could do without 5. Okay. Whereas Fast and
which one was 5? That was Live Free or Die Hard, the last one.
Yeah, 5 was the one. And trust me, 2 and 5 were still good. They were good action movies, but they were more like just going. They were more like going to the movies type movies. Yeah, it's like on a Friday. Whereas 1 is epic. 3 had Sam Jackson, and it was a great storyline. Like that was the best. I think that was the best plot line out of it. And 4, listen, I'm big. Like I love. Like I'm big on the stars. I'm big on like certain actors who I like and like to go see the movies. So part 3 had Sam Jackson. I'm big on that one. Mm-hmm. And part 4 had it had people in it that I liked. So Maggie Q was in part 4.
In part 4, he's one of my favorite actors.
Timmy Olin, he's a great bad guy in there. Mary Winstead played his daughter. I thought her being like, she was like the perfect daughter. Mm-hmm. She played the perfect role as a daughter, smart aleck, you know what I'm saying, slick tongue like Bruce Willis' character. Right. And also damn, what's my guy's name? Justin Long.
Yeah.
I'm a big Justin Long fan. So 4 was great. With that being said, I gotta go Fast and Furious. Why? Because Paul Walker is my guy. Vin Diesel is my guy. Luda, Tyrese, The Rock. What? And listen, and you already listen. And I get there's 10. No, there will soon be 10 Fast and Furiouses.
Yep.
Include and the cartoon. So Fast and Furious continues to bring more content for me. So I have to pick Fast and Furious because it's giving me more.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Paul Walker.
Yeah.
That was tough.
Oh man, that was funny. That was good. I don't know if I got another one. That was off the top of my head.
You know what I hate to see, Brian? I hate when I'm on social media and they have those little, those memes where it's like you gotta one gotta go and all that material.
Oh yeah.
I'm so listen. I'm so. I always champion my black people out here doing it. You're not about to make me get rid of one of my black greats doing their thing. I'm not going to choose between Whitney and Diana and Patty and Beyonce and Rihanna. I'm not choosing none of them. Motherfucker, I'm keeping all of them. I'm not going to choose between Eddie and Richard and Dave and Kevin.
No.
I'm keeping all of them. Throw somebody else that don't look like us in there. And you're not doing, like, don't say make me choose between Babyface, Johnny Gill, and Tank. No, put Justin Timberlake in there, but you're not going to put Justin Timberlake in there. Because I'm like, oh, take Justin Timberlake punk ass. Take his ass up out of there. You know what I mean? Right? Don't put Luther Vandross in there. Put Garth Brooks in there. Take Garth ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that.
No, they don't. That. No, it's not happening.
Put Elvis Presley in there. Take his white ass up out of here.
Right.
Shit. Well, I tell you. We gotta stop. Don't make me choose for my black people.
Yeah, those Joneses. I don't know why we compare legends like that though. We always we do that a lot, man. We compare legends, man. All day, every day. Beyonce got to get compared to whoever at whatever time. Chris Brown, Rihanna has to get compared to this person or that person. Let them be them.
Man, I don't have a problem with people getting compared. The problem I have is, it's like Rihanna versus Beyonce, or Michael versus LeBron, Michael versus Kobe.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is people feel like they have to be dug in on who they choose, and now start to denigrate the other person's accomplishments in the process.
Right. Yeah, that's what I don't like.
I can pick between Beyonce and Rihanna. I'm gonna say Beyonce. But I love me some Rihanna too. Listen, I will bump them both. Some days I feel like listening to Rihanna. Sometimes I like listening to Beyonce.
Right.
Michael Jordan is my favorite player of all time. But damn it, I love watching LeBron play. I love watching Kobe play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like don't make me.
That's the attitude I don't like. Comparing is cool. Okay, yeah, this catalog, this album, whatever, this MVP season versus that MVP season. It's just the people that always have to like tear down the other thing.
That part of it.
I'm good.
Or it is, and it's, don't get me wrong, it's difficult because part of making your case is you sort of have to put the opposition's champion in perspective. Like when people now look back on Michael Jordan's accomplishments and they revise history to say, oh, well, look at the teams that Mike beat versus the teams LeBron lost to. Mike lost to him too. Not so fast. I don't know about all that.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know if Mike would lose. I don't know if the Bulls would lose to Golden State. But what I do know is I know that LeBron's team would lose to the Pistons team that Mike beat to get to the Lakers.
Right.
LeBron's team would have lost to them.
Yeah. No, you know what? They like Michael Jordan wouldn't have lost to that Celtics team at all. He wouldn't have lost to them. He wouldn't have gave up in Game 5 either. So I'm just saying. It is what it is.
And mind you, LeBron lost to them.
Right.
And Kobe lost to that Celtics team.
Yeah. No, and it was a really, really good Celtics team. But I'm just saying, I don't see MJ losing to them. And Kobe, and not to say that, LeBron has had the greatest teams around him. That's not true. But I also think his teammates get like crushed to make sure everybody knows how great LeBron is. Like people downplay his teammates. And I don't think that's a good thing to do either.
what made that Celtics team and then the Heat team so quote unquote good. It's just like any other thing in sports. Somebody does something new, quote unquote, supposedly new, and it's
Right.
like it catches you off guard. It takes you a while to catch up. I mean, yes, they play. The Celtics play good defense. That's number one. But they just tweaked when they ran the transition.
Right.
Like they used plays to run transition, so they got back down court. If you look at a lot of the Heat's, you know what I'm saying, big plays, it was in transition. They really got their transition offense off of defense. Like, yo, let's play some good defense, and then it's transition. So you keep keep the other team on their heels. And then you got D Wade throwing oops to LeBron all goddamn day long. That shit is demoralizing.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm saying, I mean, because listen, you have a plan. You already know that the Bama is better than you.
Right.
He's just a freak athlete, and you've been in the game with him, holding serve.
Right.
And then it's a high boom. D Wade, you know what I'm saying, is an average shooter, 3-point shooter.
Right.
LeBron is a slightly above average shooter. And then one of those boys come back and knock down back-to-back threes. It's like, wait, what? All right, that's fluke. And then they start doing the stuff that they normally do. It's like, oh, your man just got ooped on. Them back to get the going. It's a wrap.
Yeah, no, it is definitely that was. I mean, that was LeBron's best teams, obviously, but you know, some of those Cavaliers teams had players. Like I don't think. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how he gets the preferential treatment as far as whose teammates are bad or wasn't bad.
Like he had all-stars.
Yeah, I mean, after let's say those the first three-peat, like who was on those teams other than Scottie Pippen, and like I mean, I know the names. I know B.J. Armstrong. I know Craig Hodges. I know Bill Paxton, Bill Cartwright. But like, were they actually good players? Like, I don't know. I mean, if they weren't around Jordan, would they be Bill on a championship team?
Bill was a good player.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Bill was, but yeah.
By the time the Bulls were on their run, Bill was like, he was a veteran. I think he had come off he had like an injury or something prior to getting to the Bulls.
Yeah.
So when they got Bill Cartwright, he was like, he wasn't the Bill Cartwright he was prior to, but I wasn't watching basketball before Bill Cartwright got there because I started watching basketball like the playoffs of the 90s.
Right.
The 90 season. So, right. But yeah, Bill, I think he was like a knee or ankle or something like that. He had messed up on. I'd have to look it up and check.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. I don't know much about that, but because that was I was relegated to inside stuff, trying to figure the game out. You know what I mean? So
this is what I found funny though, Brian. This is how they flip flop on when stuff is like who when they try to make a case, right? They will say, "Oh, LeBron didn't have nobody," da 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 da. But they'll celebrate when LeBron won the championship against Golden State. He had Kyrie Irving on the team, right? Now, granted, I would say that Golden State had more firepower, but I thought the refs called the games differently that series. Like they allowed the Cavaliers to be very physical with Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's the only series where they allow the LeBron, like I'm gonna just say it because it's always his team playing against him. Let LeBron be physical with him.
Right. Right.
Not any other series, no other team got away with being that physical with Steph Curry.
So even those Cavaliers squad, those 2 years, like people like Kevin Love is not a bum. Like he's not the the world beater that people made him out to be in Minnesota. But like as soon as he got as soon as he got the Cavaliers, it's all even then people were like, "Oh, LeBron, who he got to play with? He playing with, like nah, dog, y'all size
Oh,
Kyrie, y'all sizing Kyrie, y'all still size Kyrie. He's not a good he's not a winning basketball player. Like he's not that doesn't lead to winning, but he's supposed to be. He's got great handles. Obviously, he's a great scorer, and like that's probably like a great compliment. He was a great compliment to LeBron, and people like, oh my god, he can't play. Nobody's playing. He can't doesn't have any players around him. Like, dog, that's so tired. Like that was the original Cavaliers, yeah. But no, those two squads, that's not true to me.
you
That's
know
not true
another
to me.
layer is it's like when the Bulls were in their prime and they were winning, Scottie Pippen
Hmm.
was considered a top 50 all time player, right?
Right.
But but now that you're 20 years removed from that era, now
Hmm.
Scottie Pippen is no longer like a top 50 player. Like people like they taking him for granted. So it's like if Scottie wasn't a superstar like we thought he was, then that makes Jordan even greater, does it not?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, that would make him great.
You talking about how many people? So Jordan didn't have no superstar. He only had a all star that wasn't really that good. All hype, right? No, of course not. Scottie Pippen is great. Scottie
Yeah.
Pippen is
No,
great,
no, you can't
but Scottie
you
Pippen
take that away.
had to be great because the competition was just better.
I mean, look at those squads, just how they played, and then they played the Utah Jazz, one of the best duos ever. The Sonics had another great duo, Peyton and Kemp. A really really good squad. Like
That was a really
like
good team. That
it's
Sonics
a special
team,
squad. Yeah,
that
Detlef
Sonics team
Schrempf.
is probably that was a really good team. It's
Yeah,
unfortunate. It's unfortunate that they didn't do a good enough job keeping that team competitive.
right,
That particular team.
right. I agree. Had Sam Perkins, had Detlef Schrempf on there, Vincent Askew. It was a good team. Nate McMillan. It was a good team, and like people like want to talk about how the Bulls were playing like future plumbers and all this other stuff. You can probably talk that talk. You can talk that talk in the '60s and '70s. I don't want to hear that with either version
Of course
of the
not. Like,
Bulls.
bro, like that 93 Suns team would be running Bama's off the court right now.
Absolutely.
That 93 Suns team with Barkley,
Yeah.
Marley, my guy
Barkley,
KJ.
Marley.
What?
Yep.
Oliver Miller. Oliver Miller was a dog
Yep.
on the inside, bruh.
Yep.
Cedric
Yep.
Ceballos. Come on, dog.
Cedric. Yep.
Come on. Yo,
Absolutely. That's what I'm
yo,
saying. Like
Thunder Dan was the sniper.
he was a beast. He was a beast. Like, we had Rex Chapman on the Bullets at that time, I think, and that I compare him to that Dan Marley because Dan Marley can dunk on boundaries too. Like he wasn't no joke, man. Like I don't know, man. It's crazy how people
Thunder Dan.
like diminish the competition. So like people like I don't know, man. It's crazy how like when you talk LeBron, LeBron guy, all he's like his big go tos is around him and competition. Like, okay, all right, what you gonna do? And LeBron's great.
Ooh, I got
Nobody
one
can
for
take that
you.
away.
I got an either or for
All
you.
right, okay,
This should be tough for you, but I think I know where you're gonna go with this one.
okay,
Charles Barkley,
okay.
Sean Kemp.
Oh man, Sean Kemp is one of my favorite players, like ever. But Charles Barkley, you can't. People are gonna call me crazy if I say Sean Kemp over Charles Barkley. That's all I can think of. Like Charles Barkley was the better player. Like I can't give it. Yeah, I can't do that. Charles Barkley, man. I know you. Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp is like one of my top 3 favorite players, like of all time. But Charles Barkley is the better player.
So he should. So are you taking Barkley over Kemp?
Yeah. If somebody was like, "Yo, draft a team," and they was like, "Yo, you got Kemp or Barkley," I'd go Barkley.
Okay. Oh, I got another one for you. Somebody, my Hook hit me with this one. He said, Redskins or Wizards.
I would if okay. So I always think about it as if the Redskins. I always think because I've seen the Redskins win a Super Bowl.
No.
So okay.
Go ahead.
I always think about it like this. Like I'd legit
So
cry.
here's the thing.
Okay.
He put my feet to the fire. He was like, bump all that. Just answer the question. So I'm saying to you, bump all that.
I'll say Wizards. Wizards,
right?
Yeah. Dan Snyder's kind of like turned me off to the Redskins.
So I said the same thing, and it's like it was hurting me that I said it because I'm like the Redskins have a better history. Go ahead, you know what I'm saying? We both know Redskins have a better history, but I was, this is how I came down to it, Brian. I was like, when the Redskins were, we haven't really lived through a consistent winning Redskins team, right?
No.
Like we were just coming into the the game when they I had the Broncos Super Bowl game on tape, so I used to watch it over and over again, so I knew that game. But the 91 season, like you said, it's like when we really started watching it and knew the players at the time. Like I know everybody, I know a lot of people on that Broncos Super Bowl, but I knew every player that was playing in the game when they played the Bills. I knew who the quarterback was. I knew who the offensive line was, the running backs, the wide receivers. We knew the whole damn team, right? So
exactly.
But if the Redskins, this is how I had to figure it out. If the Redskins won a Super Bowl this year and the Wizards won the NBA Finals this year, who would I be most happiest about? And I would be more happy for the Wizards than I am the Redskins.
Yeah. I'd cry if the Wizards won a championship. I don't think I'd do that if the Redskins won. Like, I'd legit cry if I saw the Wizards win a best of 7 games in a championship, and I'd definitely be at the parade. I'd take the day off.
I feel like
regardless.
I feel like it's hard. It's harder for them to win too.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can have a 4-game. You can get to the playoffs and have a 4-game stretch and win a Super Bowl, and not be the best team in the NFL. We watched the Ravens do it a couple years ago.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
They were a solid team, but they weren't the best team.
And even Eli, not the first Super Bowl.
No, both of them. Yeah, both of them.
I mean, he got on a big run, but I think the defense against New England, they were set up to beat New England. The defense was, I'm saying. It was, of course, Eli needed that, be on that streak. He'd be on that run. But that, I forget now which was the first or the second one. The one they beat the perfect team, the 18-0 guy, 18-0. One Patriots. He was really, really, really on a run, and that it was. But that defense was definitely set up to beat a Tom Brady Patriots team. And so to me, like the Ravens, they weren't that defense definitely wasn't as good as that Brian Billick team, but they made it happen. And they made it happen because Joe Flacco was on that So yeah, you can definitely get on a run in the playoffs and do something like the Pittsburgh Steelers that they did that. Maybe
Yeah,
that second
maybe
Ben
I thought
Roethlisberger year.
that was a good team though.
Yeah, yeah,
Like they had a great defense. They
it was a
have a
good
future
team,
Hall of
but
Fame
I think
quarterback, a
yeah,
future Hall of Fame wide receiver. That was a good team.
yeah. I don't think I think
That
Ben
second year,
wasn't
that
as
second
good as
time,
he was going to be.
the first time with
Not the second.
with Jerome and all, he wasn't that good in that one.
Jerome,
But by
I'm
when they
thinking,
beat the
I'm thinking
Cardinals,
about that.
that was that was a they were
No,
good.
I'm thinking about the first one. I'm thinking about the first one. Yeah, he was good by the time he was consistently good by the time there. He got carried a little bit through that first one. So yeah, but yeah, you can get on a little run. One game, it's
All right.
1-1 with the playoff with the NBA.
I mean,
NBA playoffs, you
right
win.
now, if the Wizards
You're the better team.
somehow made the
Usually,
playoffs this
exactly.
season, like with this iteration, they would have to either beat the Bucks, the Sixers, or the Celtics,
Mm-hmm.
or all three of them in a 7-game series just to play either the Rockets, the Lakers, or the
Yeah.
Clippers and beat them in a 7-game series in order to be a champion.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? If you listen to this, then you're already on your way to starting your own podcast for free. Anchor.fm makes podcasting as easy as rolling out of your bed. Build your own brand, develop your own content, take over the world at no cost to you. Your podcast will be streamed through Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and if you're on your laptop, iTunes. If you haven't already made the move, download Anchor app now on Google Play, the Apple Store, or online at www.anchor.fm for free. Did I mention it's for free? It's your boy T. You're on the ride up.
All right. Back at it.
Uh-huh. Okay, we got it. All right, we good to go. So how you want to close be a closeout segment? What you want to get into?
So what else we need to touch? You want to talk about the bill that passed since it passed now? It's on you because you the one who wanted to talk about it. Because I haven't been able to watch none of that shit.
Nah, we can say that. We can still say that because there was some other stuff. There's some things that I saw that look weird. I'm gonna have to read up on it. I don't want to about reading on it.
Okay. All right, so we can get back into it. All
right.
So you asked me, you gave me some good either ors, some real tough ones. I don't know which one was tougher between the Die Hard one or the. It was really good. Okay, I got one for you. I got another one. It's slipped my mind. Hold on, I got one for you. I gotta go. Let me see. Let me cook. I want to make this one as difficult as possible.
Okay. Why are you thinking that?
I won't do nothing unfair like that. I will never do anything like that. I won't make you choose between your brothers. I promise. That's just unholy.
I appreciate that. Oh man, that's funny.
So okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
Will or Martin?
Wow. Whole career, or is just like
TV shows?
The shows. Wow. Martin did some real innovative stuff, man. You can't take Martin. I can't. I can't. Martin, gotta be. Plus, he from here, so I can't do that.
So I guess your logic on why you would choose Del Green over Al Monk doesn't apply. Because because they had Fresh Prince had, you know what I'm saying, a lot more seasons and episodes than Martin did.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I got one for you. I got one for you. You know, the Wayans brothers or the Jamie Foxx show.
The Jamie Foxx show. I got on the Wayans brother. I like the Wayans brother show. I got on their wave a little late, and I rocked with Jamie Foxx's show the whole time. It's like 3 different shows in one though. It's crazy. Jamie Foxx's show. Yeah.
I thought his show got really weak at the end though.
With the jingles when he was doing the jingles.
Yeah.
I like
what they were trying to do, and they tried to, he gave, you know what I'm saying, some camera time to, you know what I'm saying, some of the other comedians, you know, and that was cool. But, you know, the best dynamic of the show was him and Braxton going back and forth.
That's true. That was that made the whole they made the show, especially at the beginning. I liked the last leg of that show with the jingles, but yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Definitely 3 different shows. It's when when the hotel was raggedy, and then when they upgraded the hotel, and then him with Fancy, and they got he was doing the jingle thing. It was interesting how it turned out, how that evolved. All the Wayans brothers, that's interesting. It was a good show. It was a good show. I think people, because Marlon was so goofy, people I
think Sean is underrated, man. Sean is so underrated.
Yeah, definitely. They both are kind of especially early on at that particular time. And they kind of made a name for themselves, and it was over the top, but I think it was I think people disregarded it way too early and too easily. You know what I mean? Dismissed it, but I think they did good stuff on that show.
Kids.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Bernie Mac show.
My wife and kids.
Interesting.
I didn't really like Bernie Mac's. I didn't really like Bernie Mac's sitcom. Not that I didn't like Bernie Mac because he's funny, and the wife was bad and all that. But My Wife and Kids, bro. It was a funnier show. All together, funnier show.
The wife was bad.
Oh, Bernie Mac, yeah. Bernie Mac's wife on the show.
Wow, I never heard anybody say she was bad, but okay.
What?
All right.
What? Where are we at right now? Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, this was a good one. Somebody gave me this one. Scorpion or Sub-Zero?
I like Sub-Zero more than Scorpion.
Really? I'm definitely more. I said Scorpion.
Scorpion, you said Scorpion. Okay. All right. The hook is a good. Get over here. Everybody knows that, but I just think Sub-Zero has more special moves. Easier.
If you play Mortal Kombat right now, any console, any version of Mortal Kombat, I Scorpion, you choose Sub-Zero.
Mm-hmm.
I'm beating your ass in all of them.
Listen, we can kick one on and prove that theory.
I'll let you choose the iteration and the console.
I was always a Kung Lao play. Like I played with Kung Lao on Mortal Kombat myself. But yeah, Scorpion, no, Sub Zero can freeze you. Yeah, he just had a rack more like I like the freeze more than the get over here.
But okay, so you disrespecting Scorpion by saying he only had that. Not only he had to get over here, he had the best uppercut on the game. His uppercut was vicious. He could, you know what I'm saying? He had the flame and he had the teleportation.
Scorpion is nice.
Now,
but
don't get me wrong. Sub Zero was my second favorite for a long time. Like I'm a beast with Sub Zero too, and like I'm a beast with Scorpion, Sub Zero, Liu Kang, and well, who's another one that I'm a beast with? Those are from the original that I was a beast with. But then when the newer ones came out, and they added the symbiotes.
Mm-hmm. No, I play with the original. I usually play with Raiden. Either Raiden,
I think it was
Liu Kang.
Syntech. Syntech is the one that got the net.
There's Cyrax. There's two of them. I don't remember which one's which.
I'm good with all of them. Like whichever one got the net.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. I don't remember Cyrax or the other one.
It was Cyrax.
There's three of them, I think.
Yeah, I was good with all of them. But yeah, I was a beast with them. But yeah, Scorpion versus Sub-Zero.
I haven't played.
We're gonna line it up. That's the best thing about it. Now they have I. But every time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get on the stick. Yeah, you challenge. That's a good challenge. I'll definitely do that.
We'll record that for the world. All right, let's see another one we got.
Oh my God,
that was easy. Somebody asked me Chip or Dale.
I mean, Chip was the small.
I chose Dale. You know why? Because Dale had the dope alter ego. Rubber Bando, that was my man's. Rubber Bando was my man's.
Oh my God. No, I'm not with it. Chip was a smart one. It was just
Chip was me. Chip decided that he was the leader. He wasn't the smart one. He was just the mild-mannered one. Dale was just goofy.
Yeah, Dale was goofy.
Dale was always the one who ended up. Dale used to always figure stuff out and be the one who stumbled upon the answer a lot of times. You underestimate Dale he was like the Kaiser Sose of the squad, man.
Wow. I have, you know what? That's funny. I haven't watched Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. I'm about to get Disney Plus back, so I'll definitely check that out.
You abandoned Disney Plus?
Yeah, man, I wasn't watching it, so I had to. I just cleared the decks, so I got rid of Sling, I got rid of Disney Plus, HBO. I just cleared everything out, and I was gonna like restack because I was just paying for too many things. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna bring it back. And probably bring back Disney Plus with the Hulu and ESPN little package. And yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, I had to clear everything out.
I got one more. Just one more.
Okay.
And we will go music with this one.
Okay.
We see where you at with this one. Let me see. Jay-Z Izzo versus
Izzo. Okay. Can't leave rap alone, the game needs me. You disappeared, my dude. So he's just set up H.
No, I'm trying to think of the
Okay.
other. I'm trying to think of the other Jay-Z song. It's Izzo
Okay.
versus when I'm gonna put it. I gotta put it against something good. I can't make it a layup. That's why I don't want it to be a layup.
I mean, H is. I mean, it's like, man, that year was crazy. That that year was. And that's a tough. That's one of those ones
Izzo
that you remember the video
versus
dropping. Yeah.
Dirt Off My Shoulder.
No, that's you like Dirt Off My Shoulders. I don't
I
like
like
that
Dirt
song.
Off My Shoulder.
I don't like that song. I don't like that album. Black album was overrated.
What?
It's overrated, bro.
What?
It's overrated.
What?
We've had this discussion before. We've talked
Did
about
you
this.
just say the black? Did you say people are gonna be able to hear you
Yeah.
say this? You can't say this.
Okay. Okay. No. Let's make sure they heard
You
me. The Black album is overrated.
you can't be a public Nas fan saying stuff like that. Black Album is overrated. You're not allowed to say stuff like that.
I'm not allowed to say stuff like that.
You
The Black album is overrated. It is, man.
How?
Like,
You
because
gotta explain this.
he took Biggie's idea to make it a prequel to his albums, and he just like commercialized it, and it was crazy because the whole idea of the Black album was it wasn't supposed to be commercial, but you got songs like Dirt Off My Shoulders" on it, like that's the epitome of commercial. So I can't respect it. It's just overrated to me.
What?
Like he didn't follow through. He didn't follow through with yeah. I mean,
What?
yeah, there's joints on there, of course, but
Flying birds down south. What? What?
nope,
I got 99
no,
problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you have a girl problems, I
no.
feel bad for you, son. Come on.
There's joints on there.
No,
There's joints
the
on
whole album is there, not joints.
there. No, like nah. People love Allure. That joint's whack to me. My first song.
Change clothes.
Okay.
No.
I don't like Change Clothes. I don't like Change
You
Clothes.
gotta
I like
promise
the remix.
you, no substitute. It's just me. Ha ha.
No, no,
Sexy, sexy. You gotta bounce with
no,
sexy.
no.
Encore.
I don't. Encore's dope. Encore's dope. But yeah, nah. I'm not a big Change Clothes fan. I'm not a big Allure fan.
Best records, bro. Come on.
Was that
Public service
what? What was it?
announcement.
Oh yeah, no, that was dope. Like I said, there's joints on there. There's joints on there. It's still overrated.
No, it's one of his best records.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Like PSA.
yes.
Yeah, PSA is dope. No, I'm talking about the album. Album's overrated.
Boom, boom, boom.
There's joints on BB too, but people, trash that joint all day.
No. We're not about to compare Black Album and BP2. No, we're not gonna do that. No,
Okay.
no comparison.
Oh, why is
Because the
it?
Black Album shits on BP2.
Oh my God. They like they about neck and neck.
No, wait.
That-
No. What are you talking? Brian, no, sir.
The Black Album, like first of all, he took a concept.
Wait. I'm sorry. Because of the way you said it, I'm thinking BP3, not BP2. Yes, BP2. BP2 is dope. I'm thinking BP3. You're right.
Yeah, BP2 is okay. I mean, he had joints on. Like, there's joints on there.
Was a double disc, so therefore it's not a
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
And when they
It
dissed it to one album, it was like, I don't know if y'all picked the best group of songs.
I don't remember 2.5 that much. But yeah, no, I'm riding with my thing. It's like Black Album was an idea that he completely ignored and then commercialized the mess out of it after. Like it was Biggie's idea to just drop an album out of the blue. No commercials, no advertising, no street team. And that's not what happened. And it was like, oh, like I'm not with it. I wasn't with it.
Okay. So this is what we're gonna do here. So I just got it based on your theory. I understand why there could be a sense of disappointment that he didn't do what was supposed to be done as far as promotions and or no promotions, but as far as like the body of work,
there's joints on there, like you said. PSA is dope. Um, I'm losing my mind now.
Lucifer, what?
Lucifer's okay. It's not the best. It's not the best knife one,
That's
bro.
not what you talking about. That's Kanye killed that joint.
It's cool. It's not the best. It's not the best.
I'm gonna
it's cool.
See.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Lord forgive him.
Threats gets a thumb down from me.
Lord forgive him.
Threats
got the
wasn't
dark
good.
forces in them, buddy. Oh, they got a righteous cause for sending them to murder me, so I gotta murder them. Yeah, Hov gave you flow on that joint. Okay, so Threats. The only thing about Threats is I think Jay-Z. No, I don't think anybody else out of Jay-Z and his like people who like are yes men to Jay-Z hyped Threats because of his challenge to the producer. They're like, yo, you want to get on my album, flip this song. And I'm like, all right, that's cool, but I don't know if he should have put that on his album.
Like, my first song was a thumbs down for me. Like I said, again,
that was a good outro record. But that was a good outro record. I like that record. Outro.
It was like he condensed that whole concept to one song, and it was kind of whack to me. And the song is below par. It's subpar.
Now see,
everything from the Neptunes at that point was subpar in that album too. Like
if you just said like, so what about Moment of Clarity?
I don't like that song either. That's that Eminem song.
Yeah,
no,
that.
I mean, he was rapping on it. I mean,
like beat selection wise, like song wise, that's probably my least favorite record on the album. Moment of Clarity. You know what I'm saying? Threats is second to the bottom. I mean, but I like the lore.
A lot of people like the lore. I don't like it. It's whack.
I just I like the vibe of the record, the way the beat. You know what I'm saying, the beat. I liked it. You know what I'm saying, but justify my thug. Like Hov was, bro. Like you can't be saying this overrated. Yo, I need you to go listen to Justify My Thug one more time.
All right. If I remember correctly, I didn't like that.
Now that you are away from it for a long time, I need you to go listen to it again. Listen to what he's doing to dudes in this record, bro. He's doing them dirty.
I'll revisit it. I'll do that. I'll maybe re-record that. And,
Justify my thug. My thug.
No, I wasn't
for you.
That was
and that record was like the style of the record was like the beat was like early 90s hip hop too.
Yeah, no, I mean no. Okay. I guess, man.
Oh,
I guess.
Goodness.
So I guess I got new homework. Well, I'll revisit the Black Album.
To justify my thug record. Oh, you know what's funny? Because I was I was working, listening to the music, and it's like, yo, people, you know, I'm always going to defend the whole versus Nas thing because people are always putting Ether versus Super Ugly as to why Nas won, and I'm like, man, nah, Jay-Z won. I don't care what nobody say. You can say Nas won. Super Ugly was subpar, but the bars in Ether were subpar. But like Hov put foot to Nas' neck on so many records, it don't make no sense, bruh. I was just listening to Murder Marcyville. Hov killed him on that. Murder Marcyville. My nigga, you heard we clap it, we certainly will. What them South Philly motherfuckers kill that will. I bet that Mac Millie make you chill. Yo, Hov went in. Shoot,
I mean,
Bleak went in on it.
Sure.
They probably didn't need to put the remix with all the other, you know what I'm saying? You know, but yeah, Murder Marcyville went in.
I'm not gonna list like Jay-Z. Takeover is a better record than Ether. Ether's not a good record. Period.
Murder Marcyville, my nigga, you heard we clapped it, but certainly. Man, you know, like it's funny. It's like people, people have asked me, they've been, saying, listening to the pod, and they're asking, like, as much as y'all love music, man, y'all don't talk about music enough. And I'm like, it's it's true,
That's crazy. Yeah, it's true. That's true.
and it's
But at the
crazy.
same time, because yeah, I mean, it's just about
Why
like
don't
us. Like
I'm blaming
yeah,
everybody. I'm blaming Brian. So Brian has to answer that question.
yeah.
Why don't you talk
And
about music more, Brian? Why don't you talk
I'll
about
answer the
music?
question. I answer the question because there's 50 million hip hop podcasts with famous dudes. There's a David Banner hip hop podcast. There's a Ti podcast. There's a Joe Button podcast. There's a Noriega podcast. Like those four right there can talk about hip hop, bring hip hop guests that we can't, like lead worship. Like they have the inside scoop on those things, and it's like, I mean, we can
That
have
is
our
true. It's
opinions.
hard for us to
We,
compete in that field when they actually have guests on their show that we actually grew up listening to and have a bond
right, I mean,
for. We can't compete with Noriega, who brings in you know what I'm saying, people who put in 10 years or more in the business, and what I'm saying, have connections, and they can tell
yeah,
great
I mean,
stories. But you know what, Brian? Man,
what's
I
that?
feel like I feel like we still should talk about some music, because
Yeah,
this is
I mean,
why I say this,
we might.
because I feel like my my opinion on music and your opinion on music from the fans perspective
Mm-hmm.
still matters. Like, inside scoop on why somebody did something, or this, that, or third. You know, we all listen to those stories, and it's fun. But we also like, I mean, we watch sports shows and debate shows a lot of times just to hear people who did we respect have a similar opinion, right? Like
Yeah,
like we don't I don't need to watch Undisputed to get information as far as like who did what. I can watch the game. But sometimes I like the reassurance that my man Shannon felt the way I felt. That Skip, you know what I'm saying, felt the way I like, or just to be, or the opposing, you know what I'm saying, opinion.
and that's a very very valid opinion, and that's a valid thought as far as bringing. Plus, we're a lot. We're passionate about music, just as passionate about music as our football team, our basketball team. So, um, it and we've had all these discussions and arguments and debates over 20 years. So it's kind of like it would bring a something solid to the show. It's just we talk about it, so it's kind of like it's tough. It's tough. Like, but since we're bringing our show to this new platform to cook up, and it's hip hop, and so we'll definitely open it up. Plus, there's no there's no sports to talk about. So, we got some music to talk about,
So
and we definitely have opinions. I don't want to. I don't. I think and we I, I respect your opinion, of course, and we wouldn't be talking about it. We wouldn't talk about it as much as if you didn't respect mine, obviously. But so and we both had knowledge of you know deep hip hop knowledge as far as just listening. We read the liner notes. We was into that. So
all right, so
um
I got another one for
like
you.
yep.
Hitman Holler
Hmm.
or Arsenal the Rebel?
Hmm. Uh, Neither one of my favorite
Keep in
battle
mind
rappers.
they battled before.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know. I don't remember that. I don't remember who I thought won. I'm not a big fan of either one of them.
Really?
Not
But
really. I mean, ours can
but they're
rap.
both top tier.
Ours can
Both
rap.
of them can rap.
Yeah, both of them top tier. No, 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 both can rap. But ours can. He has. Yeah, ours can. He having bars, and he's focused. He has bars. But Hitman Holler, he just brings like a great performance, and you can't disrespect him. He has these bars that just replay in your head, and how he performs them. Man, hmm. I'm gonna have to say Arsenal.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Just off the top of my head. Yeah.
I, I, I gotta say, you know what? It's like it's tough. Like even though I asked you the question, even thinking about it myself, it's like it's tough because I mean, like
I like
I
Hitman though.
think
Like I don't.
I
I'm not saying that to disrespect him.
I
I
think
like
we're
him.
both in the same boat where they're not. That's not my favorite. That's neither one of us my favorite. But if Hitman had a battle dropping today and Arsenal had a battle dropping today, I would watch Hitman's battle first.
Hmm. Yeah, it would really depend on who they battling. Both of them.
Not for me though, because I feel like I mean they're both solidified in what they're going to do when they battle. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Once and it's like I don't know. I just like Hitman. Like it's just like Hitman is. I think I would take his aggression over. You know what I'm saying. I take Hitman's aggression over Arsenal's disrespect.
Okay. I mean that's fair. That's fair. I take the disrespect because like in between the disrespect, he be having
But
some.
he be giving you
Okay,
some
that's
like he be giving you some shit though, right?
yeah. No, he hits you with bars. The only problem with Arsenal is like he wants to go 18 minutes. He want to go 20-minute rounds. Like, dog, you could have condensed that and just gave us a smooth 3 minutes and been like one of the hardest rounds of the year. Almost every time he goes out. But he wants to give you 10, 10, 15, 12, you know what I mean? All types of whole like hour-long battles. And I was like, nah, bro. And in between those, it'd be real, real bad filler sometimes. Sometimes he'd be on point all the whole way through, but sometimes he's not. I mean, other times he's not, and it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, but I'll stand on mine. I say Arsenal.
Okay. 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 All right.
Yeah. So I'm about to pull up to the destination, man. But you got any TV recommendations while people are binging
Uh,
everything in
let's
life?
see. So everybody keeps talking about this Tiger King. Thing.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not really a documentary type of person. We all know that.
it,
But
yeah, nah, but
I
you
might,
at least the first, yeah,
I might check it out. Tom Segura dropped a new special,
it's funny.
and that's my guy. So him and Russell Peters dropped new joints. I thought Tom. Number one, I have Tom Segura ranked higher than Russell Peters anyway, so naturally his to
Mhm.
me would be funnier anyway. But no,
Yeah,
I think just Tom Segura is just hilarious. So his is funny. So check that out. I plan on watching the Madam C.J. Walker movie.
yeah, I gotta do that.
I'm gonna watch
I
that.
haven't done it.
What else? It was something that I was watching. Did you ever get to watch the October Faction?
No,
No.
no. I caught Jumanji 2.
Oh, you just not caught that.
Um, yeah, just now. Getting into that. That was good. We watched something called The Platform.
Okay.
That was good.
Okay.
It's a little gory at the end during parts, but it's all good. The Tiger King.
Oh, you watched it already?
Yeah. I went through that. It's entertaining. So it's not your typical documentary. It's not really like trying to teach you anything.
I watched.
Even though there's a lot,
I watched Ben Affleck.
lot there.
The
Uncut
Way
Gems?
Back.
Oh
It
no.
wasn't that good.
Oh no. You said Ben Affleck. I'm thinking. I don't know why I thought
Yeah,
Adam
I'm
Sandler,
saying
but
that. That was a good movie.
Uncut
But
Gems.
the Way
Yeah,
Back
I need to check
it
that out.
wasn't bad. It was just like, it was. I wasn't crazy about it.
What else
I'm
did we just watched?
I'm watching the All American now. I heard somebody speak about it. If you watched if you watched Empire, you remember Frida Gatz.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
Frida Gatz.
yeah. watched a couple episodes of that. I'm not really. I don't know. I wasn't like. It didn't catch me.
No, I mean it's
No.
starting. Listen, you know how I am. It's a TV show full of, you know what I'm saying, employed black folk. So
Yeah, no disrespect. It just didn't catch me as like it's supposed to be like in the middle of the hood in LA, and they didn't really come off like in the middle of the hood LA to me. And then it was just from what I know of it. I'm not from LA, so I can't really. But even after that, just the whole I don't know, wasn't for me. Wasn't for me. It's all good.
I think that's so. I'm still trying to get an Altered Carbon. It's always a start stop with me. It's just
Uh,
start with me. I never get a chance to really sink my teeth into it. But it seems interesting enough to
yeah,
make me want to keep trying to watch it.
yeah. We got 2 episodes in, and I was interested, but I haven't gotten back to it myself. It's a big world building thing, and it's okay. It takes some brain power to like stick with it until it's like getting good to
I'm
you.
excited.
See,
Ozark
I'm
has new
in the flow.
episodes though. Ozark has new episodes. I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
So,
I haven't finished season 2, so I gotta
well,
finish that.
that's my motivation. Finish season 2 to watch the new episodes. I still got to watch
Yeah.
the newly loaded episodes of Better Call Saul. Also, I got
Yeah.
to. Oh, you know what? The Bert Kreischer
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't watched that one
Bert
yet.
Kreischer. Oh yeah, you gotta check that out. That's good.
You watched it already?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
We talked about it last
did
episode.
we?
Yeah, it was good.
Well, I just hadn't checked it
Yeah.
out yet, so I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah. hmm
What else I got for you? That's it. I mean, I got nothing else. Nope.
All right, man. So we catch up on that TV. I'll have my thoughts on Justify My Thug next episode. I got you.
Listen, just giving y'all a heads up. Expect some more than just one piece of content over the course of the next week as I embark on my quarantined life.
hmm
But yeah, it's on the ride up, man. We out of here.
Yeah. All right. Peace.
Peace.